What is up, everyone? Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're making this 2013 Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar and the one from 2022 into this sort of shelf just under here. But before we do that, we need to move these two shelves and all this Lego. So let's start. Now we have moved all the Legos from here to over there. We have moved the Barad-dûr to where the Lego was. We have also moved this shelf just to the side so we have clear passage and we can remove this without any issues. But now that is done, we need to clear this shelf. Magic! But now that is done, we need to show you how we actually made that shelf. And here is the two advent calendars that we are going to do it with. So I'm just going to remove this one and show you with the 2013 one. We need to cut right here because this is the base where everyone stands. And this is the wall behind it. So it's going to be just like this. So we need to cut this off, cut this out, and then tape all the numbers on the back. So now let me just cut it and I'll be right back. I have now cut out the both of the calendars. Here they are, and before we tape them, I need to measure up the size that we have under here. The size we have on the calendar is 26 and the room between here and the bottom of this is 20. So I'm gonna cut it into 20 and then have this little piece under here as extra, and we might put the last piece on the top here, but we'll wait and see for when the result is up for those. But now let's measure up, cut this and tape the back. I'm now done cutting and putting tape on the back of these. Now they look like this on the front and this on the back. These are done. We also are done with the small ones and also some pieces on the sides. These are the floors, but they need to be adjusted a little bit later on. But now we're gonna stick these to the wall. So let's go. Now I got the walls up. That was very hard, to be honest. Not hard in compared to actually getting in on the wall, but this one fell down 100 times over. But now we gotta do the flooring, and what I do here then is I put them flush through the edges, and then I put the other one on top, just like this, and then I mark over here and over here with the one over, just like this. I mark the side. Now I have the 2013 one, and then I do the same over here, just like that. And then I need to flip them around. Have this one flush, this one flush, and then do the same with the 2022 over here and over here. And now I can cut through right here, make something on the bottom, or cut the bottom as well, and yeah, that'll be done. I'm now done with the flooring, and this is how it looks, and this is also how you make a shelf like this with 2 advent calendars. We cut them down the middle and around with the bow, and it's now ready for some minifigures. The plan now moving forward, after we are now finished with putting the shelf up, we have this one in plastic and this one in pop from the 2022 and the 2013 one. And this one I'm going to use for minifigure display. So this is just perfect for maybe 1 or 2 minifigures. So we can make something out of that. Maybe you have some ideas down in the comments, but I'm going to keep that for the future. And this one is made of pop from the 2022 advent calendar. So we're going to cut out these and we're going to make 3 sections. 1, 2, and then 3 different sizes. And we're going to do something with it. Just like this, where we have like a 2 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 6 centimeter, and we have made some platforms out of it. So we're going to do that the same with this one. So this is going to take a while for us. For you, it's going to take a couple of minutes only. But we got to start and figure out throughout the way what we are going to do. I figured out what I could do with the shelf and it's done, so let's take a look. I figured out that I wanted to make this into a Star Wars museum, so in the front we have 2 AT-STs kind of guarding the entrance and 2 B-1 droids as well. They are not real, they are fake, but they make this museum really cool when you walk into it. We have a scout trooper giving out the tickets, and we also have this one on top. On the right, we have a normal clone and a clone commander with the weapon stand. Here we have Darth Vader on his day off in the sand, making some sand castle and has a volleyball. On top, we have the land speeder and a sensor from Tatooine because it matches with the sand. Here in the middle, we of course have the iconic C-3PO and R2-D2. Finishing off the right side, we have this iconic on top. We have a droid on the back with some Santa stuff that you can walk around. Here we have an AT-TE from Attack of the Clones just in the middle of the room so you can take a real good look. We also have the Bad Batch shuttle on top there. We have the Naboo starfighter flying up to these 2 Star Destroyer or Imperial shuttles. They are fleeing the sea kind of. We also have the B-Wing and a droid that wanted to take the sleigh, and yeah, I think he regrets it. Just a little funny piece I wanted to make into this because there's really no way to put this thing. In the back here you can see Luke Skywalker upside down hanging in the cave he was taken in the 5th movie, but we also have a snowtrooper with some weapons and a radar on top to guard him. Here in the middle we have the gunship from Attack of the Clones. I do really love the gunship, so it needed an own stand and it is really legendary, so I put the Clone Wars as well on a different stand. Now I'm gonna show you what I have in the roof, and this is a Tri-Fighter, a really funny way to put it. These 2 are from the ones last year, but we have this one. We have kind of the Pursuit from the 2nd movie, but only I had this one and that one, and not the one that Obi-Wan and Anakin was in. And we have an Imperial shuttle. Here we have kind of a Geonosian stand with Dooku's Solar Sailor on the side. And in the back here you can see an angry rebel trooper. He is from another dimension and is angry because this is not how Star Wars was in his dimension. And then we have the last one is R5-F7 that you can walk around and take a good look at. And that was it. That is everything in this museum of the 2022 and the 2013 LEGO Star Wars Advent calendars. If you have any feedback or suggestions of what I could do into this shelf, I will gladly appreciate some comments and I'll take it into consideration. I'm also gonna make a minifigure that looks like me and my girlfriend walking around here because I think that's going to be really fun. But that is it for today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more, and I want to shout out to my girlfriend for helping me out and making a decision on this great museum. This is really something else when it comes to what I've created with Star Wars, and I think I'm gonna do this furthermore in the future every year. It is really fun, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.